Well, you know what they say, you don't face your fears, you ride them. It's time to talk about Twisters. What's up guys, I'm Sully, and today we're talking about the brand new disaster flick with Glen Powell, Twisters. All you need to know about this one is that the story goes like this. As storm season intensifies, the paths of former storm chaser Kate Carter and reckless social media superstar Tyler Owens collide when terrifying phenomena never seen before are unleashed. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this wasn't a movie that I was actively looking forward to as we started to get into the summer season. I actually watched the original Twister for the first time ever last night, and I thought it was solid enough for what it was. Watching Bill Paxton in any role is always a treat, and I can understand why some people enjoy the absolute hell out of this one. It just didn't really do all that much for me, unfortunately. However, for some reason, whether it be the fully realized star potential of Glen Powell being in full gear, or the desperate need for a fun and kick-ass blockbuster, I started getting excited for this one as it got closer. Now, after seeing the film for myself, I have to say that even though there is definitely some fun to be had with all the tornado sequences, and my guy Glen Powell is hamming it up to the best of his abilities, I don't think that Twisters does enough to really leave its mark on the disaster film genre, and I really wish that it did. Now look, I love big, loud, and stupid blockbusters just as much as the next guy, and I really think there's something to be said that certain movies exist with the sole objective of providing entertainment in its simplest form above all else. Like, make no mistake about it, you should know exactly what you're getting yourself into with this one before you even step foot in the theater. I mean, the movie is called Twisters. If cheesy one-liners, thrilling action sequences, and surface-level character development isn't what you're looking for here, I don't know what to tell you. Stay home, I guess? But even though the visual effects are absolutely top-notch this time around, I was kind of shocked by how little intensity I felt during all of the tornado sequences with a movie that has that kind of title. Now, I'm not saying there aren't cool and entertaining moments sprinkled throughout. There definitely are, and they're worth seeing on the biggest screen possible, but you go to a film like this to feel like you actually entered the suck zone yourself, and I don't think that happened for me. That term was in the original movie, I swear. Getting to the performances here, I don't think there's anything too special going on in that department, which is to be expected in a movie like this. I mean, we're showing up for the tornadoes first and foremost. But I feel like the majority of the actors weren't giving their 100% and reacting appropriately to the events happening in front of them. Anthony Ramos was solid. He's been pretty good in everything that I've seen him in, but I thought that Daisy Edgar Jones was a little bit too wooden for what the role required. Maybe it was more noticeable this time around because on the other side of the coin you had Glen Powell absolutely acting his butt off and chewing the fat in every single scene that he was a part of. He just fits so well in a role like this, playing a cocky tornado wrangling YouTuber that's either live streaming or selling t-shirts with his own face on them. These past couple of years he has proven time and time again that he's ready for the big leagues, and if 2024 has cemented anything in our heads, it's that this guy is a certified movie star in the making. When it comes to the actual plot though, I just think it ends up being extremely predictable and repetitive. I mean, in the movie's defense, there are only so many different directions you can take a disaster flick in the first place. But I think if you're someone that was raised on the original Twister, like if that film is your entire personality, and you're going into this one expecting tons of callbacks and continuations of storylines, yeah, you get almost none of that here. There's definitely an Easter egg or two thrown in, but they don't really make much sense, and it's kind of baffling to me how you're gonna create a movie like this and not go for the low-hanging fruit of making the main character the daughter of the previous film's duo, because that would have explained a lot. I know it's kind of counterintuitive to even consider that a disaster film would make a non-stupid choice in general, but I really think that that would have been an obvious path for them to go down in a legacy sequel that clearly wants to honor what came before it, but also blaze its own trail going forward. Overall, guys, what you see is what you get with a movie like Twisters. It's an entertaining enough yet forgettable summer blockbuster. The visuals are awesome to the point that you're gonna cancel any future trips to Oklahoma, but I didn't care about anyone not named Glen Powell, and the natural disaster sequences were less thrilling than I expected. Now remember, I'm someone that doesn't hold the original movie in that high of a regard, so if you're someone that has a lot of love for that film and tornado chasing is just in your blood, odds are that you'll dig Twisters a little bit more than I did, but I doubt by much. Twisters gets a Sully score of 3 stars. So that's my review for the latest disaster film. What do you think the best disaster movie you've ever seen is? I feel like I haven't even actually seen that many myself, so let me know in the comments below what you think. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys at the next one.